Welcome to Bunk, Debunked, where we ask the pointless question, who done it? And give you the perennial answer, he done it. The very foundation of English literature is being threatened by crackpot cranks who claim that William Shakespeare of Stratford-upon-Avon and William Shakespeare, the London playwright, were two different people. Furthermore, these delusional degenerates declare that the latter was merely a pseudonym for one or more of a gaggle of Elizabethan literary poseurs.
Let me ask you a question. Why was it that when the man from Stratford died, there wasn't a single eulogy, letter, correspondence, not a single word written about the death of William Shakespeare, supposedly the greatest playwright of the Elizabethan era?
Undoubtedly, these were all tragically lost.
How is it that you Shakespearean scholars have yet to discover a single manuscript, like a poem, a play, a letter, a grocery list, anything written by the man from Stratford?
Sadly, stuff happens to paper. Fires, floods, hamsters.
Did you know that the man from Stratford's son-in-law kept a lifelong diary? And in it, he raves like a fanboy about meeting minor Elizabethan playwright Michael Drayton, and yet never mentions once his supposedly famous father-in-law?
Now you're just nitpicking.
You will agree that the name Shakespeare was not uncommon in Elizabethan England, and yet the man from Stratford never once spelled his name the same as the playwright.
Obviously preposterous. But for those of you who are too weak-minded to grasp the absurdity of this 400-year-old conspiracy, let me provide a present-day analogy. Astoundingly, some people believe that the playwright Jane Martin and the actress Jane Martin are two completely separate individuals. Jane Martin is known to have been associated with the University of Washington, both as a playwright and an actress. But that doesn't destroy the doubter's delusions.
No. Jane Martin the actress and Jane Martin the playwright are not the same person.
And you have proof of this. You can show me them side by side as two distinct people?
No, but we're pretty sure that Jane Martin the playwright is a guy.
Sadly, there's an element of misogyny in the denier's claims.
Sorry, what?
Even the obviously female moniker Jane doesn't dissuade doubters from insisting that she must be a man.
No, Jane Martin is a pseudonym he uses.
There you see it again. A pseudonym he uses. Both misogyny and delusion in the same sentence.
Okay.
Fortunately, unlike with Shakespeare, we have the ability to sit this brilliant actor-playwright down and ask her directly. Jane Martin, thank you so much for joining us.
My pleasure, Professor.
Could you tell us a bit about your career?
Well, I first started acting when I was growing up in a suburb of Toronto, Canada. But then when I moved to Seattle,
Sorry to interrupt, but I think our viewers would be much more interested in your career as a playwright.
A playwright?
Yes, the author of such brilliant works as Cementville, Talking With.
No. That's not me. Jane Martin, the playwright, is a nom de plume.
Of course it is. Your modesty is charming.
Seriously, Jane Martin is associated with the Actors Theatre of Louisville, probably John Jory, who taught
At the University of Washington.
Yes.
Which, coincidentally, happens to be your alma mater.
Yeah.
And finally, Miss Martin, I understand you are married and your last name is now Lynch.
Yes, I recently...
And concurrent with your change in surname, you've turned to film acting.
What? No, that's another Jane Lynch.
Of course it is. As you can see, this delusional conspiracy has infected, sadly, the playwright herself. Join me next time when we explore the ludicrous theory that Oscar-nominated actor and science guy Bill Nye is in reality two different people.